Friends, 1033 days of war between Russia and Ukraine seems to be pretty long. Yes, it is long. And there doesn't seem to be any much effort towards ceasefire or peace. Situation is not very stable despite fall of Syria, where US imperialism and Zionist regime may claim victory. Now coming to Ukrainian war front in south on Kherson, Ukrainian channel reports that Russian army's groups, which is generally understood as sabotage and reconnaissance, have established their positions in Dacha adjacent to Antonovka or Antonovsky Bridge. That is to be seen how it develops further. Now coming to east on Pokrovo-Kurakhov sector. In west bank of Sukhi Yar River up to Zelenivka area, that includes village itself, is captured by Russian army. Further from Uspenivka, Russian army have advanced towards Yatarne. Dakne is almost close to the Russian army's proximity. Kurakhov itself has been surrounded by many sides, I would say up to 80%. The city itself, Russians have advanced ahead of center, and their escape route to Andrivka from Konstantinopol and Stary Turny is almost closed because the bridge has been destroyed by Russian Air Force. The present war line or front line could be imagined as Konstantinopol, Andrivka, Petropavlovka, Shevchenko. Now, as far as Pokrovsk is concerned, just in brief, Russian army has seized Zoria and Peshane and advancing south of Pokrovsk. Other fronts like Toretsk, Russian army made gains northern part in Toretsk city. Chasov Yar, more gains in center as well as in north of Chasov Yar. Siversk, no changes. It's pretty stable since long. Northeast Ukraine, Russians advanced in Rakhovo district in Davorikna area. This bridgehead by the Russians is being increased slowly but positively. In other parts of Kupyansk, Masyutovka area, Russians expanded control zone along Oskil River below Davorikna. Now coming to north of Kharkiv, no changes, both in Volchansk and Lipsty direction. Kursk, in both the districts, that is Karinovo and Sudzha, Russians have been advancing consistently. They have captured Kruglenkoe, and in Sudzha district, northwest side towards Mala Lokhanya, after fall of Novo Ivan Novka, Russians have been advancing, and also in northeastern direction. In north of Sudzha, Russians, as I said, have taken over and advancing further from Kruglenkoe. Interdiction Missions is turning out to be disasters for both the parties. And after the attack on Kazan, which many are terming as second 9/11, the attack in USA by the terrorist group, the similarity only exists that in Kazan also the UAVs, similar to fixed wing aircraft, they rammed into the height or tall rising buildings, which basically were civilian apartments. Otherwise, the menace of UAVs from the Ukrainian side is not less than compared to what Russians' hypersonic missiles and their UAVs as well. This may explode the war beyond Russian-Ukrainian war zones. Coming to Palestine, Israel, Middle East, as far as Gaza Strip is concerned, situation is similar as before, including West Bank. ceasefire by and large existing and continuing on Lebanon border. As far as Syria is concerned, the situation remains volatile, but it seems now that the HTS, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, continues to hold the power, and it is likely to turn into another Afghanistan, or even Iran for that matter. After Israel, US and UK bombed Yemen's capital Sana'a, destroying so-called many Houthis positions and even destroying civilian infrastructures. Well, that brings an end to my talk, friends. If you have reached up to here, must share my channel if you liked it, because it is being still restricted or under shadow control by the YouTube channel because of me talking against American imperialism, and worse, I'm talking against Zionism or Zionism. So that is to be borne in mind, because it doesn't reach to you. Even after you search KK Educates or in the name of The Reflection, you cannot find my channels. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow.